Hello, everybody. It's a very different day from yesterday, and that's okay. Pretty grateful today. All of our piglets made it through the night, which is awesome because there's 10 of them. So I have immense gratitude for the piggy mama. She's doing a great job for a first-time mom, just a mom in general. She's really doing amazing. And I posted a video yesterday about enjoying and being grateful in the good moments. And I think, frequently a storm is represented to be the bad moments or the lower moments of life, or the dark night of the soul, shadow work. And but I think finding things to be grateful for, even in the storms, is important too. It's sometimes maybe easier to be grateful during the good times, those high moments where you're happy and joyful. But when you're in that shadow, it's definitely harder to remain grateful. And it's weird because those shadow moments fill us in a different way. Over the summer, it was very dry here, and I was a little worried about our well running dry. We've got a lot of people in our household, a lot of animals to take care of, and while we do have a small pond, it was low as well, and just wasn't kind of sure what we were going to do if that happened. And so when a storm came, I remember being so grateful because I knew our well was getting filled up. And even now, we're at the end of winter and getting into the beginning of spring, that sense of ease that the well is full, the pond is full, our animals are taken care of, we're taken care of. Even though it's a darker time, it's a less enjoyable, but it's still an important time because all of those things are getting filled, and those fill us with gratitude. And so I wonder, what if we don't look at these stormy times as bad and the good times as good? What if they just are? What if they fill us in different ways? What if the stormy times are good and bad, and the sunny days are good and bad, and we can find different reasons to be grateful, just like we find different reasons to be grateful on sunny days? It's no different. And we can find different reasons to be grateful on stormy days. Being in gratitude, no matter what you're in, is a hard place to be. It's a hard place to get to, because all too often we're taught to be in duality of good, bad, dark night, day, light, those shifts, that duality of it's this or that. But when we step back and we start to observe, and we take away those societal implied good bads, We find so many reasons to be grateful in each and every moment. And when we're in gratitude in each and every moment, I think that shifts us in such spectacular ways, because you're already looking at things not from the ego standpoint of this is good or bad for me. You're already stepping back into the observer standpoint and seeing and recognizing immediately everything has good and bad. There's always something to be grateful for, even in our worst moments. And I'm sure people could come up with 1,000 different things and say, but how can I be grateful in this moment? How can I be grateful in this moment? And that's really up for you to decide, because it's your work in your body. It's your soul development. So in those stormy times, what can you find to be grateful for? I could point out a million things, but they would be easy for you to push aside versus you finding them, you stepping back and observing them. Being in gratitude in each and every moment is very hard. But I think when we're getting there, we're getting closer to ourselves as well. So I guess the question is, no matter what the day may be, if it's a quote-unquote good sunny day, or if it's a quote-unquote bad stormy day, can you sit in gratitude? Can you breathe in and go, I can feel my breath, I'm grateful. I can feel my toes, I'm grateful. I can feel my arms, my feet, I can see, I can hear. And maybe not all those are going to apply to you, but some of them will. I'm alive and I'm grateful. I'm still here to do whatever I came here to do. I'm grateful. The outside world wants us bogged down and fearful all the time. There's so much fear right now. I am enjoying playing Tetris rather than being on Facebook or Twitter, because it's train derailments and this and that and aliens and it's, there's a distinct purpose for all that fear. It gives your power over. It makes you less able to see what there is to be grateful for. And it doesn't mean that those things aren't valid, but you know, I talked about this in a previous video where you can be in fear or you can be aware, and they're two different, very different feelings. And so, which are you in? And I find when I'm in awareness, when I'm in awareness, it's much more easier to be grateful. When I'm in fear, I've got to step very far back. I've got to let go of that fear and step into awareness before I can really get into gratitude. So I know I've done a couple videos on gratitude, kind of smashed together here, but I'm really seeing that need, and I'm feeling that need, And that's what's coming from my heart to communicate to you all today and yesterday. Gratitude is easy on the sunny days. It's so easy. We're taught it's okay to be grateful when things are good. We're not taught to be grateful for things when times are harder. So the challenge to you is if you can be grateful in each and every now moment today. When you sit and stand right here in this now moment, not look at the past, not look at the future, just be grateful for right now and everything you have in this moment right now. That will be a challenge. It's a challenge for me. Don't think I'm not sitting here, I have all the answers and I can do this all the time. I can't. There's times I get trapped into future thinking of fear, anxiety. There's times that I think about my past and that can lead to some depression. But when I'm right here, right now, and I'm standing in gratitude in this moment, there's no anxiety. There's no fear. There's no depression. There's just the wonderful awe, the awesomeness of this moment. And I think we find, if we're standing in that now moment in gratitude, there's very few times in our lives where we would be in active fear. Unless you're actually running for your life from someone or something, there's not a big fear moment. I had a fear moment yesterday. I had to crawl in and check on a piglet. And I can tell you, when that mama pig came after me, I was in fear in that moment. But I knew too at the same time, simultaneously in that moment, that she was just protecting her babies and she is such a good mama. It doesn't mean my adrenaline wasn't running, but as soon as it was done, it was done. And I moved on to the next now moment of, I've got an awesome piggy mom and I'm so grateful to her. And I think that's another example of how we can step so quickly out from one emotion to another and we're not attached. I could go over there at every point today when I check on these piglets and be like, oh, she's going to attack me and be in fear. But why? She's not. Can you be now? Can you bring gratitude for now, whether it's a sunny day or a stormy day? That's a big challenge. I'm right there with you, doing it too. So, I hope you have a wonderful day, whether it's sunny or stormy, wherever you're at, whether it's sunny or stormy in your life right now. And I hope you can step back and observe and be grateful for so many things, whether you are in a storm or whether you're in beautiful sunshine. I hope you have a wonderful day.